who are here today for the joint meeting of scientists from CSIR with faculties from Amity. And we are very fortunate to have Honorable Founder President joining us online, and he will be listening to the whole program. And I'm sure if at the end of it, if it is possible that he will also give his words of blessings to all of us. He has conveyed his greetings, best wishes to all of you and your families. So may I start with conveying our greetings to all the friends from CS, particularly Dr. Meenakshi Singh, who has been instrumental in also getting this MOU signed and steering it as well, connecting with all the directors, the laboratories, and also keeping the headquarters officials informed about the progress. So at the headquarter level, being one of the chief scientists and the chief scientist coordinating all the international and the national cooperations at various levels, Dr. Meenakshi Singh has played a very important role in fostering a very close relationship with Amity Group. Thank you so much, Meenakshi. Dr. Meenakshi Singh. And Dr. Meenakshi is also basically a scientist. First, I have seen her tremendous scientific contribution in food technology and all this in CSIR, a lot of research she has done. So she's not only a science administrator, but she's a great scientist as well. So I welcome Dr. Meenakshi. We're also fortunate to have very distinguished scientists who are here in person. Dr. Shantanu Sengupta, who is chief scientist at IGIB. Let's give a big clap to Dr. Shantanu, whom I have known for more than, I think, 3 decades. Since I was director DIPAS, he visited there. We did some work together. We have joined publications in Annals of Human Biology on the angiotensin converting enzyme gene polymorphism at high altitude. So we have a number of publications with Pasha and also with him. So thank you so much, Shantanu. And he is a great scientist in the field of genomics, proteomics, lipidomics, all the omics studies. And he is a great authority in the field. Dr. Sanjay Dakhate is yet another chief principal scientist from NPL who has more than 30 years of service at NPL. He has grown with NPL. I was just talking to him. And he has also been associated with Amity for a very long time. And we look forward to your continued support and association. Yeah, he is the associate director and he is second in command at NPL, which is a very important institute in the field of metrology and instrumentation and a lot of other areas where even energy, they are playing a very significant role. I have visited a few times. I have seen the tremendous expertise available, the outstanding contributions this laboratory is making. So we are very fortunate to have Dr. Sanjay. He is also accompanied by another principal scientist from NPL, Dr. R.K. Singh, who is just sitting next to him. Thank you so much, R.K., for joining us. So the presence of these people in person and the others who have joined online, there are very many very senior scientists have joined online. Dr. R.S. Sharma, principal scientist from CMAP, Dr. M.P. Mindare, a senior technical officer from the same institute, CMAP, Dr. Sanjay Goyal from NEERI, with whom Dr. Tanu Jindal has a lot of collaboration with Dr. Goyal from NEERI, and also Dr. Aparna Maitra Pati from IHBT, Dr. Moda Kram Khan from AMPRI, Dr. Pratik Dar Divedi NEERI, and Dr. Jaswinder Singh, Principal Technical Officer from Indian Institute of Petroleum, Dr. V.P. Sharma, Chief Scientist from IITR, Lucknow, and also Dr. P.S. Negi, Chief Scientist at CFTRI. So many people from the CSIR have joined online. That shows the enthusiasm, commitment, devotion for this partnership. So I place on record our gratitudes on behalf of Founder President, the Chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan, and also the Vice Chancellor, Dr. Balvinder Shukla, whom we met, and all of us from Amity University. This is a very important opportunity for us to work together Synergy is a force multiplier. When we connect each other, uh, the melting away the barriers and boundaries because of the organization, we are all one Indian. All of us are together as Indian. So that with that spirit, this Amity always works with our partners. And I'm sure this MOU with CSIR is a great milestone for both Amity as well as for CSIR. And we expect a lot from this. Yesterday, I had the opportunity of reviewing to have a look at where have we reached in this MOU. So I had a very detailed discussion with senior officials, faculties, HOIs, deans, what we have done so far and what we need to do. So the enthusiasm expressed by my colleagues here from Amity who are sitting here, right from Dr. A.K. Singh, who was DG of the DRDO. Now he is the Senior Vice President at Amity Foundation for Science, Technology and Innovation Alliances. Dr. Neeraj Sharma, who is here from the DST. He was earlier Secretary SCRB, so now he's here. So all the very distinguished people, Dr. Chakravarti, who is spearheading from Amity as the coordinator. He has been with your organization, CSIR. So he is the one who connects physically in terms of his proximity to the organization. He knows every one of you. And he has been with international cooperation, HR. So he has played a very important role in the development of CSIR. So he is now the coordinator from Amity University for this MOU. And thank you so much, Dr. Chakravarti, for coordinating this. And we are fortunate to have such brilliant people here. I'm not naming everyone because they will be introduced very soon. But Dr. V.K. Jain, a great innovator, and Dr. Nutan Kaushik, who came from TERI and who is a founder president, fondly calls him bilateral and multilateral projects and program owner. And then we have Dr. Khatri, who is a very important person for the coordination of research, innovation in Amity University, Uttar Pradesh here. And Dr. Smita Ratan, Dr. Biswas, Dr. Basan Singh Shikarwar, who coordinates. Sunita Ratan heads the Amity Institute of Applied Sciences. All this physics, chemistry, mathematics, all this comes under her domain. So a lot of scientists, great innovations are happening there. Then we have Dr. Biswas, who is in the molecular medicine and stem cell research, Amity Institute of Molecular Medicine, Stem Cell Research, which is headed by him as director, and then overall the dean, Dr. B.C. Das, who is well-known cancer biologist globally. And Dr. Basan Singh Shikarwar is also the chairman of our coordination with IITs. We have a consortium. We have MOUs with at least about 6 MOUs with IIT, 6 IITs. And then he coordinates with those Indian Institutes of Technology for collaboration. So we can bring that dimension also here. Wherever we have connectivity, we have formal MOU with ICMR, formal MOU with ICAR, and MOUs with DRDO laboratories. All this will be available for this consortium between CSIR and Amity. So that is why the potentials are immense. Now, how we harness this potential depends on all of us. So today in this meeting, we'll be actually looking for what are the strategies by which we can realize, harness the potentials, all the potentials of this MOU. So when I reviewed yesterday, and which will be a presentation will be made by Dr. Chakravarti, but I was happy to see more than 500 research joint publications have come from this, from the joint work between CSIR and Amity Group. Similarly, some projects have started. Patents are also now is on the offing. And PhDs, jointly mentored PhD. I found a number of PhDs, co-supervisors there, co-supervisors here. And so that is also happening. Internship, number of our students are going to your laboratories for internship. So these are all beginnings already are there. The linkages have been established. But how do we strengthen? How do we foster? And how do we realize this network and connectivity which we have built already? We have fellows, CSIR fellows here. CSIR projects are being conducted here. And so there are many opportunities available. Committees, I have seen many of the people are coming for academic council, board of studies, and also the area advisory board. And I see many of them in curriculum design, you people are contributing, CSIR. Similarly, our scientists are going to your laboratory. It has just started, but there is a scope for expanding, deepening this relationship between CSIR and also the Amity group. The next thing we are going to do is to make a compendium. What we have achieved so far, so that we know this MOU is almost now 3 years old. So what we have achieved, a compendium is being prepared jointly with by Amity with CSIR. So I need the help and support from Meenakshi that if you can get your inputs, what all have been done, because we may be missing certain information. So we are collecting information internally here in terms of projects, patents, publication, joint PhDs, and also fellowships and the visits which have happened, conferences which you have jointly organized, and also internship of our students and your people coming here, what has happened. So we are preparing a compendium. This we will present it to your secretary and also the DG CSIR soon. So this is the first effort is to identify and make a compendium of all this. Then when we had the last steering committee meeting, it was a very happy occasion to see the enthusiasm, commitment, devotion from the DG herself, Dr. Kalai Selvi. So she has in fact given her blessings and best wishes and also assured the complete support for this MOU. She is visiting Amity University on 28th. So I'm happy to inform you. She's going to spend almost 3 hours with us. She's going to deliver a ASTRIP oration. Then she will come in the afternoon, 2:30 to 5:30. So this is an occasion to tell her what all we have been able to achieve, what are our plans and strategies and roadmap which we have in mind. So this meeting is important also to brief her during the visit on 28th to Amity University by Dr. Kalai Selvi. Then Meenakshi, that your help and support with all this stalwarts sitting over here and online presence, then we can do many, many things together. The last part which I thought I will mention to you is that Amity has established Artificial Intelligence Center, AI Center of Excellence. Huge investment has been made, and data science, machine learning, deep learning, it comes in everywhere. So this is one area where what we can do together in your endeavors, be it agriculture, food, or energy, or molecular medicine, every field, AI, data science will come in. So how do we use in this area the investment being made here with high computational capability, the center of excellence in AI? So this is one area. Then we have established the Amity Institute of Defense Technology. The CSIR also has got National Aeronautics Laboratory and many other labs. You are also contributing to strategic programs of our country, which I am aware since my association with the DRU. And I know this tremendous contribution of CSIR and strategic program. So Amity Institute of Defense Technology could be another domain in which how do we build partnership. Similarly, in space science and technology, founder president has announced Amity Space Mission. Amity Space Mission, after he saw the tremendous the contributions, achievements of ISRO, and Amity has Amity Institute of Space Science and Technology. So in this area, whether it is in propulsion, control, guidance, navigation, payload integration, payload separation, and also computational capability, modeling, simulation, all this is, we can do a lot of work. So again, this is one area, Amity Institute of Defense Technology and Space Science and Technology. The other fourth niche area is click chemistry. Click chemistry, this is very unique facility we have created because chemistry is a strong group in CSIR. So there is a possibility that we can look at click chemistry and also the chemistry which Dr. Mona Lisa heads click chemistry and Dr. Sunita Rathan heads the physics, chemistry, mathematics. So jointly, what we can do together. So these are some niche areas. There could be many areas. Food and agriculture, we are very strong. Microbial technology, post-harvest. So we can look at joint projects. So my final message before I conclude the opening remarks, let us look at now joint projects because we have large human resource. Use Amity as your extended arm of CSIR for research, innovation, academics, because we have number of PhD. Here alone, it is 3,000 PhD scholars in this campus, 3,000. So imagine if you start doing projects related to CSIR endeavors, or MTech dissertation, MSc dissertation. Pick up the topic which is relevant to CSIR. Make that topic jointly mentor. How much we can do using this. This population is here. There are 3,000 PhD scholars in this campus, 5,000 scholars in total in our campuses. So let us look at this. How do we harness this for the CSIR mission? Similarly, joint PhDs, we are doing all right. But then how do we expand the numbers? The numbers we have to augment. We have begun well, but how do we increase this number? I think these are some of this. And then one more thing I will conclude. Right. And then the next thing is our Honorable Prime Minister's mission of Atmanirbhar Bharat. Now we have done well in publications, patents, all this. We have done country as a whole. Third in publication, ninth in patent, Nature Index 7 or 9. But then where we are lagging is innovation, Global Innovation Index. So that is why the focus, let us put together. Amity has given a focus. Founder President has laid emphasis on translational research. So we have established the Amity Institute of Translational Research. So this is a very new approach, giving a focus that everything what we do in Amity should culminate in a deliverable. It could be a product, it could be a technology, or it could be a process or a solution to the problem. So this is again an opportunity. CSIR mandate is the same, that you are looking at deliverable. So here is an opportune time when the whole ecosystem in Amity Group is on research and innovation. Innovation is the focus. Research everybody does. But here the focus is on innovation. So we should contribute to this Atmanirbhar Bharat in a big way, for which, again, the partnership between CSIR. The space science is an area where the country is looking for a tremendous contribution from various organizations. So then we can organize joint workshops, because it cannot happen, the collaboration cannot be intensified by these meetings of steering committee alone, but it has to happen horizontally. So why not our scientists go there, spend a couple of days in a specific laboratory of their interest, sit with their scientists, identify their common interest and the strength, and then build partnership. So this is how the realization of the MOU can happen. So please let us discuss how do we create this opportunity. Can you invite some of our science faculties to come over? Similarly, we can invite CSIR scientists to come spend a couple of days here, spend time, identify, then start the programs and projects. So this is visits are very important for us. That will lead to collaboration. Then we have research clusters. We have about 20 research clusters. But that is to link in a thematic area like cancer biology. So we have created clusters. So can we also link CSIR with this? If it's cancer biology, you have cancer biology and IGLP. So these are some thoughts where we can also look at how do we link these research clusters. And so these are some thoughts. So finally, I convey the blessings from Founder President. And he has also sent a message to Dr. Biswas, who is our Molecular Medicine and Stem Cell Research Director. And can you come and read the founder's message? I wish you all the best. And once again, welcome each and every one of you for joining us at this meeting. We expect a lot of fruitful outcome, because Founder President always believes, and we have this philosophy here, that everything what we do should culminate in a fruitful outcome for both CSIR and Amity. So we look forward to similar fruitful outcome from these deliberations, which will be implementable recommendations emerging from this meeting. And thank you so much. Now I will request Dr. Biswas to read Founder's message.
Thank you, Shilpamurthy sir, and I'm Professor Biswas from Amity-CSIR of Molecular Medicine and Stem Cell Research, and most welcome in our campus in Amity University, Uttar Pradesh, and Meenakshi ma'am and Shantanu and CSR team, please visit our Molecular Medicine and Stem Cell Research. Just I want to share the fact that is, I have a close relation with the CSR since 2002 when I was CSR SRO. So now I'm a professor here. Just want to give the message that one professor has a 8 seat for the PhD program, because one faculty can enroll 8 PhD. In my lab, out of 8, 5 are the CSR fellow directs. So So that's the message I share with the Chakraborty sir, as well as the we also always think about that is we'll get funds from the CSIR. That is also true. We are bringing the funds from the CSIR. But apart from that, I have the ICMR DHR funds, which is collaborating with the CSR labs. So that is with the Jorhat NIST. So we are collaborating in the both way with the funding from the CSR, DBT as well as in the CSR. So founder sir is told me give the message to Meenakshi ma'am. Ma'am, you were much instrumental in pursuing and bringing to fruition the MU between CSR and Amity, and where the founder sir was present. And thank you very much. That is the exact language founder president sir is written for you, because you are much instrumental in pursuing. Yeah. Yes. Oh, what is that? Yes.
Has a similar vision, that is ultimately national development and India to become a superpower.
And I am reading the message for Chakraborty sir also, because founder sir wish that to constructive outcome based and result oriented meeting which is follows should be definitely. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, founder sir. I think your small two sentences makes a lot of meaning for us. It is a motivation, and we will be walking towards it to fulfill your dream and the vision. Thank you, sir. Thank you for being partner and being present in this deliberation.
Now request Dr. Meenakshi Singh, the chief scientist, as well as the coordinator from CSIR, to give her opening remarks, and maybe that she will also introduce the participants from CSIR and give her thoughts how she feels that we should now move ahead in terms of this collaboration. And over to you, Dr. Meenakshi. She will also make a presentation. Over to
Very warm good morning to all the present over here. And founder president, sir, your message really gives lot of energy to us. So I think with your message, we can really work in a very, very positive manner to get some deliverables as rightly explained by Dr. Selvanithan just now. So with this, I think I can straight away, very good morning, Bob, welcome to everyone. And this was the actually last meeting. This was the actionable that we should have the one coordinator meeting with Amity, and where last our DG on 10th of January, she expressed that one should identify the coordinator from each the institute, and we should have the meeting, discuss and deliberate, and come out with some of the points how to go further. So as we know that, some our local labs, NPL, Dr. Sanjay and Dr. Rajiv and Dr. Shantanu, I think they are from IGIB and NPL. Two labs have joined physically. I really thank you very much joining us over here. And most of the labs have joined online outstation labs. So we can see that, IITR, NEERI, IGI, IHBT, EMPRI, IIP Dehradun, CDRI, and I think around 8 labs, they are online. So while I think commenting, you can see the video of theirs, I don't know, but they can also introduce themselves if there is a time. So I just, then go to the straight away to my presentation. This MOU was signed, you can see on 23rd of July 2019 in presence of DG, Dr. Shekhar Mande, and in presence of Honorable Founder President, Dr. Chauhan, sir, at CSIR 101, room number at first floor. So it was a great, the program was very, very, nicely organized. And in this, I think the many officials, senior officials from the CSIR headquarters and as well as from Amity, they have joined this and raised the occasions. Not able to hear? So after this, actually, there was to monitor this MOU. Basically, in process, we have constituted the joint steering committee meeting, and the MOU purpose was basically to identify the collaborative projects, R&D mode, and joint PhD supervision, student training, and anything even more comes out during the meeting that we can take up, and any other matter which is required. So the first actually joint meeting was held on this steering committee on 30th September 2020 through MS Team, wherein 70 participants total participated. It was a very, very lengthy meeting. So there actually most of the directors were present, and they have identified the area where they can work. And out of that, 4 labs actually have identified in deep their area of work: IIP, EMPRI, NPL, and IHBT. So after that, lot of discussion were happened, and main was aimed to actually go for the specific collaboration. So second meeting, what we had in after that, areas have been identified when scientists from the Amity and CSIR, they were in contact. Lot of brainstorming meeting happened during that time. But exactly then, of course, lot of gap was there. Then we have organized one second steering committee meeting on 10th of January. That was also through MST. So we are actually our present DG, Dr. Kalai Selvi. She has, said that it's a very excellent collaboration, and she has appreciated, the founder president of Amity Education Group for onboarding leaders from SNT ministries like DRDO, DST, CSIR to chalk out Amity's research agenda, and complimented Amity for opening new avenues and pathways in diverse SMT areas, and she has assured her support for furthering the joint initiative. And then she has also suggested just now, Dr. Sir, you said that we have to come out with the compendium booklet to be designed highlighting the progress made by both the organizations jointly as an annual report of CSR Amity collaborations. Then overall, actually, we see the recommendations were made during this 10th January meeting 2023. We, as MOU already completed 3 years period, so they said that we have to renew this MOU and then reconstitution of the steering committee, because every time there is a change in the system, many people leave, many people come into the system. So joint steering committee again constitution. Then plan the joint program. That is one of the very important thing that was discussed, and create more platform for having scientific and technical discussions between the two organizations to explore the new dimensions of the research like hydrogen, fuel cells, and sensors, semiconductor, CRISPR-Cas, AI/ML, etc. Then it was also said that DG, CSIR sometime may come to and visit the facilities, whatever available in Amity University, that now finally, I think, finalized, and schedule the visit of Amity faculty to the CSIR lab and vice versa. Then one of the thing was that to nominate the coordinator from both the organization to again facilitate the more work between both the institutions, which was decided under this. So as we see that this is the now reconstitution. Now this reconstitution was done on 23rd 2023. So this is again for 3 years. Now, from this point, some lab-wise actionables were decided actually from last this meeting, 10th January 2023. So basically, all these initiatives on Millet International Year. So I think this is one of the agenda to develop some mission program, or maybe there was call from DST to have the joint project. That was one of the area identified. And again, to rope into this ICAR also in this, as Amity has a lot of collaboration with other organizations, as just now Dr. Selvamatri also sir explained this. So we can also have advantage of this having the committees as they are having MOUs or agreements with IITs and other organizations, DRDO. So brainstorming. I don't want to go through this very much detail, but the brief of these all actions were like this: exchange of the scientists or Amity faculty to the other to the CSIR labs and vice versa. So these were things mostly it was there, but then some of the NPL also has done lot of progress. They have organized one meeting, brainstorming meeting to come out with the hydrogen this thing. And CDRI also now actually what CSR has done, they have come out with the skill initiative at a government level, and most of the labs can actually have the skill training. Maybe that is also one of the actually major thing lab can offer from CSI to the Amity. And EMPRI also, like this was the actionables. So what I will just go through this, what CSI labs has sent us the report, it is like this. So NBRI has done like 50 students from B Pharma from Amity Lucknow University, Lucknow. They have visited NBRI, and on 17th, this is the thing they have done. NPL, they have organized the brainstorming meeting. The following were the outcome. Then hydrogen energy sector, they would like to have more and more explore. Of course, Dr. Sanjay and Dr. Rajiv can verbally tell this. This is the thing. Now they are trying to even develop some project, R&D project in these areas which were identified during last meeting. CFTRI also mainly internship happened, sir. BTech student, MSc student, and then and currently 4 students are pursuing their internship at CFTRI. So CMAP also, like this is only the thing they have interacted. Amity University, Lucknow, they have visited the CMAP and NBRI. So this is and they are trying to also develop some translational research for the crop improvement for plant genomics, natural product development, which was proposed by the Amity University. So book chapter also, both the organizations, they have come out with book chapter also. VD also has come out with some of the very, high impact factor journal in the area of aerosol and air quality research. CSIO also trying to do it, but because of busyness, they could not organize the brainstorming. Now they will be doing it soon. CDRI, again, they are having, one meeting was organized. I think you have participated in that on 9th of June, 2023. So they were discussing some of the cancer biology, some of the projects, and again student main was the what I could see from the labs, student partnership or internship or maybe dissertation. That is the one main thing. And IIP also is trying to do, but because of the change in the HR person who is dealing with this, so now again they will be taking up some more work. So if we see that now CDRI has also initiated some of the skill development program in the area of this, and this is available in their website. So some advanced training program for the research scholars and employees of R&D institutions, university, industry, and training for scholarship awardees. Amity again has come out with the flagship scheme of the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, which aims to achieve its vision, Skill India. The aim of the program is to enable large number of youth to take up industry relevant skill training that will help in securing a better job. To fulfill this same, Embry Bhopal also started a program for different skill programs to fulfill this huge gap for important achievement as part of the scheme of the government of India by imparting training. So various programs, they have got very specific programs, upgradation of the knowledge on latest building system, whatever MP can offer. So various programs are there, huge number. Then training also they can offer in these programs, these areas, as you mentioned, as the mandate of the MP. Then dissertation, internship, another area, and they can also have, as per their mandate, some specific requirements, courses, which if somebody wants them. So IITR also has come out, some activities with Amity University at Lucknow. So they have basically faculty development program. They have participated. So during 5 days, they have also given some of the lectures on building a sustainable future with green technology innovations. This is only the thing I just want to say that CSR has done what I could. Otherwise, many things are you personally participated in these meetings, so you are aware of all that. Thank you very much.
This S20, is there any activities? What are the activities under S20 CSIR lab? One lab, 1 week. That any other activity under S20?
S20 separately labs are depending on their domain. That responsibility has been given, and various labs are actually doing this depending on the areas of their expertise. Even other ministry also they have organized, so CSR personnel officials are participating in those activities. Otherwise, 1 week, one lab program was initiated in this year based on the advice of the Honorable Minister of Science and Technology, Dr. Jitendra Singh. So I think more than 50 labs have completed this activity, and this is a 5 days program. Few labs I have also participated, but this is generally industry meet for students, some training, and all sort of things. Whatever interaction based, those things have been included in 1 week one lab program.
Because Amity is going to organize on 23rd and 24th a Science Connect with Society. So maybe your labs are very well connected, many of the labs. So we can have representatives from CSIR participating in this event. Yes, 20 event. Thank you. Now, would you like to introduce your people there on the online? Can you help? No, he will help them. Just they can speak for 1 minute, just to introduce their affiliation, lab and affiliation.
Dr. Aparna is there from IHPT. She told that she'll be leaving at 10:55 or so.
I think you can ask them one by one to introduce. Meenakshi, if you can kindly just coordinate.
Dr. Ajay Kumar Gupta from IIT.
Good morning, everyone. Myself, Dr. Ajay Kumar Gupta. I am heading the training and HR division.
Just you can tell in 1 minute, just about kind of what you are.
In fact, we are imparting training to. We are doing corporate training, we are doing skill training, and we are also taking a student for dissertation and internship project work.
Very good. We have Amity Institute of Training and Development. So I would request Dr. Nitin Batraji to also his office to get in touch with you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
So, Dr. Baban Kumar from CSIU. Dr. Baban Kumar, are you will be
Yeah. Good morning, madam.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning to all the attendees from Amity. And about CSIO, we are working on the Jal Jeevan mission. And in National Jal Jeevan mission, Pan India, we are supposed to implement the IoT-enabled solution for water quality monitoring. So this will be implemented in almost 115 clusters. The program is, is in collaboration with the National Jal Jeevan Mission, Ministry of Jal Shakti. And we have established already a few pilots. And I think Amity faculties and students and research scholars can join hands to undertake the various research activities which involve the IoT, sensor developments, cloud, data analytics, and dashboard visualization. So I look forward the counterpart with whom we can coordinate and undertake the activities on water-related research and development and innovations. And
thank you. I think
supposed to organize one brainstorming meeting with the meeting as per the last actionable, what was decided in 10th January meeting 2023. So, when you are planning to, organize that meeting?
yeah, ma'am, we were waiting for actually the details on these, and somehow we are yet to connect with the concerned Amity counterpart with whom we can one-to-one undertake all the details of these activities.
Dr. Chakravarti's office, he will coordinate with CSIO to organize this brainstorming session as desired by the DG herself. Thank you so much. And also the water mission, we have a very strong group. Dr. V.K. Jain is also having water technologies. And also Amity-CSIR Chhattisgarh is now looking after the Jal Jeevan mission implementation in that state. They have UNICEF has given a project to monitor that how many districts. They have adopted 11 districts of Chhattisgarh in which our people are monitoring the implementation of Jal Jeevan mission.
Great, sir. So who is the contact person, sir, nodal officer from Amity?
Satyendra Patnaik there, but we will coordinate through Dr. Chakravarti's office.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Are you also looking at industrial wastewater management?
I think as such, we are open to extend our technologies to various applications.
Right. Thank you.
So you can write to Dr. Chakravarti. I will share the email ID. Okay?
Right, ma'am. I'll do that.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And also we have Amity University Punjab Mohali, so which is proximally located to CSIO. Please build some close partnership, visit them. I will tell the Vice Chancellor to interact. Dr. R.K. Kohli is our Vice Chancellor. We will also request him to get in touch with you.
Sure, sir. I'll do. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Baban Kumar. Now I go to IITR. IITR, Dr. B.P. Sharma. IITR, Dr. B.P. Sharma.
You have to unmute.
I and Dr. V.K. Khanna is here from IITR Lucknow. And in addition to what Dr. Meenakshi has told, I would like to put into records that we are having a wonderful coordination with Amity University Noida as well as Amity Lucknow. And the students of the Lucknow Amity University keep on coming for the HR or capacity building activities for the short-term dissertation. Moreover, in any of the programs, we invite them for sharing our expertise And more in future also, there can be the formulation and they can visit to understand the different techniques, instrumentation, as well as enhancing the knowledge in the different toxicological fields. So with this, I am really thankful for the opportunity, and we work in close cohesion with both the campuses, and we want to extend in different areas of the country. So we welcome each one of the faculty or the groups, just writing a letter and the convenient time and duration we can mutually fix up. So thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sharma ji, and we will certainly expand this collaboration. Thank you.
Three scientists is there, Dr. Mohammed.
Dr. Mohammed?
Yes, Dr. Pradeep.
Is Dr. Sanjay Goyal is also there from NIRI?
Yeah, I'm Dr. Krishnamurthy representing NIRI. Good morning to everyone.
Good morning, Dr. Krishnamurthy.
Yeah. So in fact, we have been collaborating with Amity Noida, with Dr. PCS Devara, as Dr. Meenakshi has shown our progress of publication in air quality journal, aerosol journal. And also we have a collaboration with Amity University Jaipur with Dr. Ira Upadhyay, wherein I am co-supervisor for a PhD student, Mr. Pradeep Kumar. The project topic is investigation of cooking fuel usage in rural Haryana and Rajasthan, and explore modern cooking energy and cooking services in registered with Amity University Jaipur. And we do have a collaboration with Amity University Lucknow, as Dr. V.P. Sharma has also mentioned, and we are collaborating with Dr. Kamar Rahman. And in fact, Amity faculties and other researchers are most welcome to our Navy campus also. In fact, Dr. Tanu Jindal was here during the last Indian Science Congress meeting, and we had a good interaction. And yeah, these are from our side.
Dr. Kotari, would you like to say a few words, and then Tanu Jindal, Dr. Kotari?
Yeah, sir, we have this collaboration with Dr. Kannan and Dr. Ira Upadhyay. Her student is being supervised jointly by him and her. And we also had a visitor from AMPRI yesterday. Dr. Savita Verma visited us.
Yeah, and with Dr. Sunil Gulia is there?
Yes, ma'am. Sunil Gulia from CSIR NIRI, Delhi General Center, and colleague of Dr. Krishnamurthy Kannan. So here we work especially in air pollution and water in both the field. And in past we have collaborated with Tanu Jindal Madam for exchange of student for MSc dissertation work. And in the current scenario also we have two MSc, BTech, MTech integrated course, the dissertation work, which is working in NIRI Delhi Journal Center in the field of biotech.
Yeah, so we have also with the NIRI Nagpur with Ririma Mandal, there are 3 publications in Asian Journal of Chemistry, Applied Microbiology. Dr. Ririma Mandal is there from NIRI Nagpur. So 3 publications and 4 dissertations with NIRI Narayana are there. And 1 program was also organized.
Good, very good. I think it's a good partnership with all of us areas. Yes, maybe we can move to the next person. Is somebody from IHBT, Dr. Aparna, is there? Okay. CMAP, Dr. Arish Sharma.
Sitting, it was decided, was training, internship, apart from this, one project to develop on the stevia.
Yes.
So in last meeting, it was decided, she said that is possible, but exactly details, I think she will be only able to tell us at what stage they are. You have submitted? Yeah. She told me yesterday. No. Along with IHPT? Okay, no, stevia. That was another thing was stevia.
No, stevia we didn't do, but with IHPT we submitted one joint project to DST on millets. So under the CNA.
Last minute. There for IHPT, stevia one joint project that was discussed. So if you can take up that also, stevia exclusively IHPT is working with it.
Okay, we'll take up that one.
Millets, of course, 3-4 lakhs.
Yeah, because during the last steering committee, we decided to DST to submit one project on millet. So
yeah, I said okay, you contact some other lab.
So I contacted both CFTRI and IHPT both, but got response from the IHPT, so we submitted that one. So no result is out, but it was not selected. So because ISBT already has some ongoing project, I think so, a big project from DST. So that was the reason.
So stevia also you can.
Yes.
ISBT, that is the main thing. Of course, they are actively. Also, person is not able to. I don't know. He said he'll be joining, but he is not there. Dr. Mohammed.
Is there anybody from ISBT?
Sir.
Okay. And IIP, Dr. Jasmine was saying, already spoke.
Hello, good morning, everybody. It is Dr. Jaswinder Singh from IIP. As I have communicated through email also that I am superannuating on the 31st of July. So henceforth, Dr. Ajay Gupta is looking after the training and HR area from IIP. So as he has already explained at IIP, we are having a sizable number of interns as well as we are conducting organized training for refining industry also. So we can very well collaborate with Amity University in whatever common research areas are there, like refining technology or petroleum technology. Then we are having climate change modeling group also here, which earlier I was only looking after, and Dr. Tuhin Suvra Khan will be now taking over in CCDS, and Dr. Sunil Kumar Pathak is head of the CCDS area, climate change and data science. So these are the some very common thrust areas on which IIP can collaborate, and my colleague Dr. Ajay Kumar Gupta will take care of everything, and he may be contacted for that.
So I think something is great. Keeps working on this internship is happening.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. So I am very glad that many of our students, they go for their internships in IIPM and they're doing excellent work over there. And we are also collaborating as PhD supervision with IIP scientists. 2 of our students are enrolled jointly under Amity University and the scientists at IIP. And number of collaborative research work is also going on, and they are actually preparing the projects to be submitted to various agencies like Dr. 2 of the students have worked this year also under Dr. Anjan Ray, Director IIP, and then 2 of our students are enrolled for their PhDs as co-guide. We are also working for wastewater management under IIP scientists, and we look forward that many of our students, they are actually joining IIP under various projects because they have done their internships over there, and they have done good work under this excellent supervisions of IIP scientists, and I think they'll be joining.
Excellent. This look for collaborative projects. Is there somebody from CFTRA that
Good morning, sir.
we have some good collaboration with you, but Munji, can you just tell us all that what you are doing with Amity in this MOU? Like moving?
What we have done after the last meeting.
Dr. Modi can just go in the meantime, then they are getting the connection set.
From CDRI.
Hello.
Yeah.
Are we audible?
Yes, please.
Yeah. Very good morning, sir. Just to inform you again that it was a very good and interactive meeting that we had with Team Amity on June 9th. And in fact, that meeting was chaired from Amity by Dr. Selva Murthy himself. And we really thank you, sir, and your team who very actively participated in the interactive meeting. And in that particular meeting, my colleague, Dr. Sanjeev Shukla, who is the coordinator of the skill development program, who very exhaustively he has informed about all the skill development program, which could be of great interest to all the Amity institutes for the students across the country. And I think all the relevant information as requested by the team Amity was already shared. And we look forward to have the intent from the Amity students to be the part of the skill development program. And that was one part. And the second part that we discussed during the meeting was there was a brief information that was shared by Dr. Selva on the research work that was done on the cancer cell and on the AI platform using bioinformatics by his team, including Dr. Kamal Rawal. And in the last meeting, it was agreed that they would be sharing some brief proposal on the work done by their team so that the team CDRI can really look upon and deliberate on the issues. And we look forward to work together with the team Amity and CSIR CDRI. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Shukla, and we will certainly request Dr. Kamal Rawal to get in touch with you today itself.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Who else is there?
Dr. Negi.
Yeah.
No, he was on the.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Good morning, everybody. At CFTRI, we are mainly doing I am Pradeep Negi, working in fruit and vegetable technology, CSIR, CFTRI, and looking after HRD activities of the CFTRI. And we have, since January, we have trained almost 15 students, all 14 BTech and 1 MSc students. And not only from Noida Center, but also from Jaipur and Mumbai Center students has visited the CFTRI and done their work. So this is all about HRD activities in collaboration.
Great. Let us now look at a program, major program in food technology domain. Dr. Modi, what are your thoughts on those programs?
Hello, Dr. Negi.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Good morning. Modi, sir. How are you?
So first, let me thank you, CFTRI. They could accommodate our 11 students this year for internship. And just to announce that Dr. Negi was the coordinator, and all the 11 students, they have undergone for 4 months internship at CFTRI, and they did a really wonderful work. And most of the work CFTRI is taking forward for the publications. And apart from this, Dr. Negi, you may be knowing that our one PhD scholar is working in CFTRI under Director Dr. Anna Devi, Sridevi, and I am the co-guide of one student at CFTRI. And now I am again thankful to CFTRI that recently in one lab, 1 week program, a few technologies which were developed by me, it is highlighted in this program, and I was acknowledged. I am really thankful to the CFTRI. And same technology I want to take further for the different products with the collaboration of CFTRI and Amity University.
Yes, sir.
Let's work on this direction, and I'll develop a project proposal with the collaboration with the CFTRI.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Modi. I think this I'm so happy to see collaboration happening now. Dr. Meenakshi, thanks to Meenakshi, all the directors and the scientists, and particularly DG who has given this impetus. I will have to just leave for 15 minutes. I have to interact with partners. So I'll come back again. So we'll continue with the meeting, Dr. Chakravarti and Dr. Meenakshi Singh. And welcome to each and every one of you once again. And we look forward to a very fruitful discussion. Thank you so much.
So thank you, Meenakshi, and thank you all the participants. I think we have taken a stock of the positions of what we have been doing. Now the expectation is, how do we graduate from here to the upper orbit?
Actually, before now going to your remark, we can ask, Dr. Shantanu and NPL
Yes.
what work they have done.
Right. And so, as Dr. Meenakshi has suggested, while we have heard about the people who have participated online, we are very fortunate to have Dr. Shantanu from IGIB with us. We are fortunate to have Dr. Dakate and Dr. Singh from NPL as well. So, I would, if you allow me, then I will request them to say a few words with respect to their vision, how we should move forward. Shantanu, please.
Good morning, everybody. Unfortunately, what IGIB and Amity have been doing are not reflected in the program, and that is probably mainly because we, over the years, we have developed friendship with, mainly faculties of Amity Institute of Biotechnology, and things happen like that without going through CSIR. We just, collaborate with each other. So I can tell you, last 6-7 years, I have been a doctoral advisory committee member of Amity Institute of Biotechnology. And very interestingly, together with Dr. Tandon, who was director at the time, we formulated very interesting methods of evaluation. And so, for example, we said that a student should be able to present the work in four slides. So what happened with that is the students, they started comprehending their work much better. We also insisted that review articles should be published, and which has actually helped Amity at, I'm just not trying to brag, but at least 2-3 impact factor more, average impact factor more has happened over last 3-4 years. There has been fantastic publications. I know a couple of them has published papers with impact factor more than 10. So I think the way we were handholding from IGIB, the students of Amity, especially PhD students, which we are doing silently. Of course, we have not come under this. You don't know about it. So, and this was about friendship. Students from here went go seamlessly to IGIB. They use mass spec. We have joint publications as well. I understand we have just submitted a proposal from one of the person here with Dr. Munia Ganguly to ICMR. So maybe all these are not recorded, but what has happened over the last 5-6 years, and that is probably because of proximity to the faculties directly. They directly come to us and we directly come to them, and that's how we have been doing it in the past. Those things can be recorded, but it is happening. It will happen. It will automatically happen is what I'm trying to say. Some of them will be recorded, some of them will not be recorded. So there are lots of instruments. Being a DRC member, I've told a lot of students and they come to my place, use the instruments, different instruments are used. And such kind of, although not formal, but such kind of trainings are happening already between IGIB and Amity Institute. Thank you.
Thank you, Shantanu. I think when he talked about his association with AIB, then can I request Dr. Deepshika and Dr. Singh to react?
Yes. So good morning, everyone. So I will definitely endorse what Dr. Shantanu has been telling about our close association with AIB. He has been really a very, very valuable and I think a member of the RC, has been instrumental to have the high-end research, has been throughout, like from morning 9 to 5 in the DRC meeting, he has been there. And I myself have been in very close collaboration. I work in the area of proteomics. So we had a lot of discussions and our students have gone and used his facility. So we are really very blessed to have you in our DRC, and we continue this particular association for long. So a lot of faculty members are already working. Other than Dr. Shantanu, we are also having association with NEERI, CD and CFTIR. Students are going for their projects. Faculties are working. There are a lot of CSIR projects being executed by the faculty member. I myself, my research career started with CSIR. I was CSIR, SRF, and then RA. So I'm really highly grateful to CSIR for whatever I'm today. Thank you. Thank you, Dr.
Thank you, Shantanu sir, for introducing AIB here. Good morning, everyone. In AIB, more than six projects already completed and running. 4 projects are running right now. And 4 PhD scholars having the CSIR JRF also here. As per my collaboration is concerned, I am collaborating with NEERI Nagpur and in the area of waste to wealth. And we are submitted a joint patent also for fly ash utilization for the plant protector paint we have developed and submitted a patent also in that direction. And we are trying to convert it into for the commercial aspects also. So as far as collaboration is concerned, our undergraduate and postgraduate students are going for internships in CSIR, CSIR Lab, CDRI, ITRC, NBRI, CMAP, and NEERI Nagpur, NEERI Delhi, NEERI Chennai also some students work that place. IIM, Indian Institute of Integrative Medicines, the students had completed their internship. So a lot of collaborations are there as per AIB is concerned in the level of faculty as well as students also. As Dr. Shantanu sir told, the faculties are already collaborating as a friendly interaction, but our students are also very closely worked with the CSIR scientists for their improvement. Thank you, Shantanu sir, again for introducing AIB.
Thank you, Dr. Singh.
Maybe to whom you are in contact?
Yeah, Dr. Lal Singh, NEERI Nagpur, and Dr. Sunil Kumar, both are, we are closely working with. One of my students is working at NEERI Nagpur when I was in Raipur campus as a director AIB. Yeah. And Dr. Priyanka Saxena, one of our students in Delhi, NEERI, Dr. Priyanka Saxena was the supervisor. And guided also. Our PhD scholars, they guided also. So we are collaborating with Nagpur as well as Delhi, both the NEERI campuses. Thank you.
Now I think our strongest partner is NPL, and that's why presence of Dakate and Dr. Singh.
Yeah, and NPL also we are the faculties are.
So may I request Dr. Dakate?
Okay, good morning to everyone. I think NPL and Amity have a long association. I think myself is working from more than 15 years with Amity. We have started working with joint PhD student with initially with Dr. Sangeeta Tiwari. And at present, I have one PhD student, joint PhD student with Dr. Pajjan Saxena in the area of renewable energy. So recently we have the one brainstorming meeting with Dr. O.P. Sinha and his team. And we are focusing on particularly clean energy, hydrogen production, fuel cell. And again, for electrical vehicle, there are different type of lightweight materials are required to reduce the carbon emission. So these are the few areas, and there is possibilities to put a giant proposal with Ministry of Textile. Also, there is a opportunity to make lightweight material, carbon fibers or natural fiber composites. So they will be used in the electrical vehicle, so we can reduce the weight. So there are a lot of opportunities. So our actually division is working on various type of material, particularly solar cell. When we are talking about the green hydrogen, we require again electricity. So that electricity comes from the renewable sources. So solar cell is one of the area NPL is working, and how we can connect Amity people for the green hydrogen production. That is one area. Then fuel cell, there are different components of fuel cell, electrolyte membrane, catalyst. These are the areas where Amity can contribute, and we can submit some new projects. Then recycling of the materials. Now, a lot of materials we are using, but that we are again the waste. So how that waste material can be utilized further and reduce the waste and reduce the means improve the economy. That one area is NPL can work with Amity, because Amity has a lot of manpower. So how we can utilize this manpower with the CSRI laboratory, particularly we are very close with Amity and NPL in the same region. So there is a lot of possibility to work on different areas, as well as since NPL is a metrology institute. So how NPL can able to improve the laboratory conditions, standardization, as well as in the Amity research laboratory also. This is the one area. And my colleague, Dr. Rajiv, will tell about he's working on, again, different waste busting and all these things.
Good morning, all of you. I'm Dr. Rajiv, working with same division where the Kate sir is heading, the Advanced Materials and Metrology division. So we work on the energy, photovoltaic energy and recycling of that. Photovoltaic is basically, just to bring you fact, that the course of your AI-ARS has just got modulated this year, as well as the course modulation of the nanotechnology was done. And it was fortunate for us to see through the how BTech and MTech courses are being designed at Amity, which incorporates inputs from an R&D sectors also. So it was very fortunate to have that course coordination feedback which you have, and we had gone through 2 of the courses which was being introduced this year. Other than that, I had 2 students under me and Sinha sir, who got PhD from Amity as a co-supervisor. We are right now working for a project formulation on hydrogen energy, and we are looking into the aspects where we can work on the materials for energy storage also. So along the line, we will be hoping for more collaboration with the solar energy, renewable energy and nanotechnology department in future. Thank you.
And we have our stalwarts on renewables, Dr. V.K. Jain. Over to you.
About the topics which you have told about, I'm also, I was also emeritus scientist at NPL long back. But recently, last week, Dr. Sushil Kumar was here in our department. We were discussing about the solar panels and the recycling of that. So that we have done. So about energy storage, we have a very good facilities and quite development. We can collaborate in that area. Then about waste to wealth, we have generated the electricity from the wastewater. A good amount during your visit will show you that in a complete one room, the light is coming from that wastewater. And the beauty of that system, that when we are using this electricity, water is clean. But recently, we have done the generation of hydrogen from this electricity, which we have generated from the wastewater. It is the cheapest hydrogen. So we can collaborate because we don't have the facility to store, to accumulate, to characterize. So many areas in here, like this sensor area, other area, we can collaborate in this. But other labs, we are also trying to collaborate with the like CD planning, this one. CSIR was also there long back. So many areas we can collaborate in that. Thank you.
Sir, would you like to comment? Or Sunita ma'am, you can come back after Opusina, please.
Sir, thank you. Our association with the CSR is starting from 2002, when this institute are built, and Professor B.K. Jain sir was the emeritus scientist in the CSIR NPL. So we have the 2 decades of the association with the CSIR, and many scientists from the CSIR NPL, NCL Pune, and the CDRI Lucknow was the member of our course designing committee in the initial years. In the recent years, we have more than 100 students who had done their internship either for summer training or for the 6-month training, mostly at the NPL and the NCL and the CDRI also. And then apart from the Rajiv, we have the another 3 scientists who are the co-guide of the ANT student, Salesana and Sarma sir, Bipin Gupta and the Pankaj. They are also the co-guide of the ANT student. 7 students from the ANT, after completing their master program, they joined in the different project of the NPL, and we have more than 82 publications with the CSIR scientists in this last 20 years. So this was the association of the ANT with the CSIR. Thank you.
So now we have,
And one project recently we have submitted with the MPI Bhopal under this women, a special call for the women. So we are looking forward for that also.
Okay, fine. So I think we also have from our FSTR, Dr. Neeraj Sharma and Dr. A.K. Singh. Can I request you for a few words?
Thanks, Professor Chakravarti. Very nice indeed. Welcome here to the Amity University. As we can see, a lot of collaboration, a lot of things are already happening on the ground with various scientists here between Amity and CSIR. And a lot of projects that have been submitted by our faculty members. For example, the ASPIRE scheme, which is a very recent scheme announced by the CSIR. We have almost like 98 proposals that we have submitted under the ASPIRE scheme. So we are hoping for some good results under that CSIR call for proposals. Also, when I was back in DST, a lot of proposals were between academia and CSIR. Together, they used to come to us in DST. I can see some of the proposals have taken shape here. Some successes we have seen, but more of that is required. CSIR and Amity should be jointly submitting proposals to many of these calls which come from DST. For example, a current call on technology development itself, which is more on advanced manufacturing technologies, waste management technologies, biomedical devices, various devices, agri technologies. So all these projects can be converted into some fruitful projects and submitted to DST for support. So this is very important thing that we should move forward. There are divisions in DST which work on clean energy, solar energy, hydrogen. There was a big call which came recently, and the expertise of CSIR together with the MET expertise can bring in a lot of common projects proposed to DST. So DST is a main funding institution where such collaborations should actually fructify into, apart from the internships and the research and the publications which are going on. So we should see more of the technology development projects or research projects jointly submitted between MET and CSIR. I think when Chakravarti Sir was talking about the next level, this is I think the next level that we should be increasing that number from our side. Also, I would suggest as part of CSIR, because you are in touch with so many industries, they come to you. Please support us in bringing those industries to our faculty members, our institutions, and industry and MET partnership along with CSIR. So three of them together can bring in a lot of new things to happen for the nation, for MET as a group, for CSIR. This much I wanted to say. Thank you.
Dr. Singh. Good morning to all of you. I think it's a matter of big celebration that the MOU between MET and CSIR has much moved out of paper. And the collaboration or the interaction which we have forged is palpable now. And only I want to flag one point, though I agree what has been said and we have deliberated in detail what we have done. I think there is one thing that we should have joint projects, because that is the main thing which will culminate into the patents, into the publications, into the technologies. And how we can do it, already a lot of interaction is there. Now we need to focus on smaller groups, as Dr. Jain is saying that he wants to have a collaborator for waste to wealth. He wants to have a collaborator for agri-voltaic. Dr. Nutan Kaushik is having for millet or other agri-tech. And if we can make smaller groups and they interact more intensively and a focused way, and their monitor the project is, I think that is only one point which I want to flag. That will ultimately lead to publication, what we say the impact or the outcome. Thank you.
So I think Nakshu, anybody online from CSIR side?
That's what I just want to say. Anybody who has joined from CSIR lab online, please speak yourself, because I'm not able to see the exact name from here. If anybody is left who has online from CSIR labs. Everybody got the opportunity to speak? I think
that two of our very distinguished professors are here. I could see Dr. Mona Lisa and surely, but till he joined. It is great that the honorable founder has joined.
Right. I give my attendance, sir. Chakravarti, I give my attendance.
Yeah. We conveyed your message to Dr. Meenakshi.
Right.
And she is overwhelmed. And I was telling Dr. Founder sir will be joining any moment, but he's listening from the very beginning. Even before Dr. Meenakshi arrived, he was looking at the arrangements that whether we have made it perfectly all right or not. So thank you, sir. Sir, would you like to say a few words, sir, of encouragement and wisdom?
I would first of all greet all of you, those who are physically present, and worthy scientists, innovators, researchers present online. I welcome also very much Dr. Meenakshi Singh, Dr. Shantanu Sen Gupta, Dr. Sanjay Takata, and Mr. Rajiv Kumar Singh, because listening them, I am so convinced that CSR has an ocean of scientific brilliance, innovative acumen, and above all, a great will to achieve a lot. So I heard every scientist from 8 CSR labs, I heard synergy of brains, my mission outcome. They all were being realized here from this our interactive meeting and our MOU with CSR. Because if one can master these 3 missions, one can change the world. Not without reason, I say that in science, technology and innovation, we will be number 1 in the world. Because my saying is authentic. My saying is authentic. I have not heard it, I have not read it, but I have practiced it myself. I tell to my students that the brain of my scientist, all those who are sitting over here, I would not find time to tell them all those Dr. Srimamurthy introduced in the beginning. They are astonishing scientists. And also what I heard from the 8 labs, those who are here, the coordinators, I think this MOU is fructifying so nicely, so wonderfully. This can be an example for all our MOUs and also our 450 deep connection with universities all over the world, USA, Great Britain, South America, South Africa, and also South Korea and all, France. Where are the brilliant scientists? That was under my mission connect. 2 brains have brilliance. And if we bring them, as you have seen it, so many research projects together, so many publications together, so many PhD fellows together, can anybody imagine it? Only Amity and CSIR. Anybody who grasps it and who practice it, I think under the leadership of Dr. Srimamurthy and my CISR doyen, Dr. Chakravarti, I think today it has given me more motivation, more inspiration that we will be first only superpower and not much longer than global superpower, earlier than we have envisaged. Our 140 crore people, and I must tell to you all, not to boost myself, I'm nobody, but just to boost my students. In Germany, I was employing 6,000 Germans and Europeans, mostly Germans. And I was the number 1 in the continental Europe because I don't want to compare with Hinujas. So if a person who has not been gone to that labs in India and studied like MSc chemistry, so I think listening you and seeing you, I get more faith that what I say always, there is no comparison of my scientists. Do you think that the Germans and Europeans will salute an Indian? If I would have not been 10 times better than all of them, they have a psychological feeling, they would not even worry for me. So therefore, all those who are sitting over here, I have heard my scientists, I think you feel proud You feel proud that you are working in CSR, you are working in AI, Amity, and I must also always thanks to God that Dr. Kalai Selviji, you know, I heard in a meeting her, and she told you all, do the interactive sessions on short-term timings, and whatever is told. This is 100% deep in my mind, body, and soul, because only the follow-up, as Dr. Meenakshi Singh is doing, she has been following for the MOU. I know without her follow-up, it would have not been perhaps not signed so early or never signed. So any persuasion is 90% in life. Any persuasion, anything you pursue. And I think people are pursuing. And what Neeraj Sharma told, if I'm allowed to say, much more can be done. Neeraj Sharma told. I agree much more. And Dr. Silvamati is a propeller. Recently by the Chandrayaan 3, he was all the time in line, and 2-3 minutes, till 2-3 minutes before the startup, he was speaking on many channels. Millions and millions of people were hearing him. And I think I always say, having him with me, my life has become more difficult, because with him, when I see him, if I don't change the word with my Indian scientists, that will be failure for my life. So I again compliment everybody. I will send the recording of the whole message to Dr. Kalai Selviji, and I will also send the inscripted form. If she cannot see, word by word will be written in a written note. She will read it. Why I will send it? She will feel so proud. We the leaders, we the head of the institutions. What is our pride? We don't play golf, we don't play polo, we don't play other things. We have no time for hobbies, but our pleasure is, our motivation is you people. So this is when she will read it, how her people deliberated, what all is Wonder is doing, what all is being done. I think it will give a lot of motivation, inspiration, and happiness. Dr. Murthy, am I right, sir?
Absolutely, sir. You are the source of inspiration for all of us. 18 hours a day, and realize the dreams, what you have for the country, for the humanity, to make India to be the global superpower.
Dr. Kalai Selviji has very kindly accepted our honorary PhD in Amity University, Mumbai. So I rarely go to all convocations, but that day I told to Asimji, I will be also coming to attend the convocation. So they had prepared in a big way, but last minute, due to some unavoidable circumstances, she could not go, but we will catch up. And it was really a matter of pride, Chakravarti ji, that she accepted this offer. And recently, I had old colleagues of you, Alok Dhawan. Also, am I right? Alok Dhawan, CISR man.
Absolutely, Dr. Alok Dhawan.
Alok, sorry, Dr.
Alok Dhawan.
Alok Dhawan, yes. Right. So he was long years with you. And IITR, I must tell to my people sitting in IITR, there was a competition for students arranged by IITR. And in the competition, all 5 places, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, were my students from school. Is it not something miraculous? Is it not something unimaginable? And why I'm telling it? That you people will be instrumental in fulfilling the desire and dream and ambition of our Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi ji, to see that you've seen it, what respect you are getting. You've seen it because of our talent, because of achievements. Nobody, these Western countries, they think they are better. They think, they believe. But after knowing us, they will see that perhaps India is the best. Thank you very much. My blessing to everybody. Blessing everybody.
Thank you, Father President, for sparing your time to be with us and give you your blessings. And this is our Brahmastra. As I keep telling, prayers are very powerful, and this is very important for the success of our collaboration as well. Thank you so much.
I must tell to you that I could not come physically because I have 4 laptops in front of me. So mostly I was listening you, and then also the in between, in a meeting, when we are in meeting, if the meeting is 1 hour, we need to navigate only 5-7 minutes. Rest, my people, as you have done, they do it. But in between, where I thought one word I should say, one sentence I should say, then the meeting goes on. So, but I spend most of the time with you people. Every word I've heard, I've written to Meenakshi. Also, my expressions. Dr. Meenakshi, could you find my WhatsApp and email?
Yes, sir. I thought I'll read after the meeting.
Yes, अभी सुना दो. अभी सुना दो.
This is written, sir, at 11:18 a.m. morning. Dr. Meenakshi Singh, CSIR. Your deliberations just now were very valuable and gives a lot of motivation to all scientists, researchers, and innovators from CSIR as well as Amity. During one of the last joint interactive meeting of coordinators from CSIR and Amity, I heard with great attention the remark given by Honorable Dr. N. Kalai Selvi, Director General CSIR and Secretary DSIR. I was highly impressed the way Dr. N. Kalai Selvi thinks, as she mentioned emphatically, that the members of the coordinating committee and others involved in achieving the objectives of MOU should have regular interaction and follow-ups on short intervals. This I call a go-gather approach, which is always the secret of success. I am also glad to see your worthy colleagues who have come to our campus today, and also I appreciate great scientists and researchers from your 8 CSIR labs, those who are attending online. Please convey my best wishes to them also. Please keep it like that, with affectionate best wishes, sir, from you, Honorable.
Great. Thank you. Great. Okay, go ahead now. Go ahead, please.
I just want to express, sir, your positive energy and appreciation for a small thing, what you really give to us, and gives lot of energy and, to work further. Thank you. You can say that, sir, positive energy. Whatever you talk, it gives energy to us.
Actually, the energy comes from you people. I just assimilate it and just give it out. This all energy because of you. I tell you, one cannot believe what energy I get from you people. Otherwise, can I dare to say India will be number one? Can I have this courage to do it? But I am so confident because of you people. Because of people, those sitting over here, my SNT war room, headed by Chakravarti, Neeraj Sharma ji, A.K. Singh, and the super boss is Dr. Murthy. I think these, if you see the people, Goodwill Walker and all youngsters, and I have 25 SNT warriors, and the aim is to have 100 SNT warriors. Anybody young, bright, want to make a life so that people refer it later on. Then SNT War Room, I think that is the war room. Day and night they are working. Recently, 5 Ramlinga Swami fellows, other fellows. So Parul has only the job to see that all fellowships, all scholarships are offered to my students. Because if we jump on, recently from I and Dr. Murthy, she has gone on fellowship. Chatterjee, Dr. Chatterjee has gone on a great fellowship for 3 months. Why people abroad call them? Because they believe that this scientist will change the scenario of my lab with motivation. As today Vishwas has sent me an email, how much projects he is doing. He is a CSIR fellow. He has been a CSIR fellow. So I think, I am also really more pleased to see the culture of CSIR, because we have MOUs with many of them. They are all working very well. But I think the number one will be CSR Amity MOU. This faith I got today. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Yes, sir. I just want to add, because we work in the lab day night and you watch us day night also. because message in 1 o'clock in the night.
Right. Good. So, all to my greetings to my scientists, and keep it up, because what is the mission of life? The mission of life is not to have big bungalows, big cars, a lot of bank account. This is the mission of life, what you're doing, to do for the humanity, to change the world. This is everybody sitting over here has this mission. No mission can be better than this mission. When I came from Germany, all those who have visited me, politicians, scientists, great people, they told Dr. Han, you can be the richest man on the earth and the biggest man in the country. Billionaire. I told I don't want. I want to make my scientists, my students, billionaire and millionaire. Not I don't want to do, because this I can do. Why should I make myself have sufficient success in West Germany? So this is my mission. And when I see you all, you also share such vision, such ambition in life. I'm proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Apart from some online labs, 2 labs physically present here, NPL and IGIB.
Right, great. Yes, yeah.
Sanjay Dakate and Dr. Sen Gupta from IGIB. They have even one more lab is waiting for their talk. NPRI Lucknow, they have also joined. So going process, sir. As you already said that Amity-CSIR is already working together future to the great success.
Recently, I annoyed a little Dr. Mashelkarji. He filled a form for Padma Shri Awards and told Dr. just you sign it and send it, submit it. So I told, sir, I am not willing to have a Padma Shri Award. My Padma Vibhushan or Padma Bhushan is my scientist, my success. That title is the one-time title. There may be so he was a little unhappy that he took so much time to write it. And but I must repeat it. What you people are doing, does any other boss in the country has people like you? If you give me the name, I'll give you an award, whatever you like. I'll send you to USA in the first class for Lufthansa with your whole family. There is no one. The same dedication, same aspiration, day and night working. AK Singh Saab, आप तो लाइफ साइंस उसमें रहे हो. Is there anybody, even you have found anywhere in any other lab, the dedication which is with CSIR, Amity? AK Singh Saab?
Sir, I think I cannot agree more than that. You are very, very correct. And I also conveyed in my remarks that this MOU has gone much beyond the papers and the effect is palpable. I fully agree with you, sir.
Neeraj Sharmaji, I have brought Neerajji from DST, okay, so DRDO, and from Chakravarti from CSIR, and I have told all those who are retiring. Kapil Shuklaji bethe. Nobody likes him. He's enemy of all. He is my biting dog. Mission outcome. This mission outcome, I think, is running very well.
Thank you, sir. This is a unique idea of founder president, sir, that whatever we do, whatever time we spend, there should be some outcomes. We use our energy, we spend time away from our families. There has to be some positive outcome and it should continue as an outcome. And I'm proud to say that this idea of founder president has also now been taken up in the Prime Minister's office, and they are also talking of outcome. Thank you so much, sir.
The other mission also, they have taken mission Impossible. Yesterday I was hearing, I was the first to start mission Impossible, mission Outcome, mission Synergy of Brain, and mission of Connect. So your PMO, where you have been working earlier, have also announced these 2-3 missions out of that, because there is no other reason than these missions. So thank you very much again, Dr. Murthy. 2 words from you, sir.
Thank you, Founder President, and we have charged words of wisdom and blessings, and we will proceed with this the further deliberations. And thank you very much for sparing time to come and join us and do the guidance and also the version. Thank you so much, Founder President.
Thank you.
And now we move on with presentation from Dr. A. Chakravarti on some of the major achievements since the last steering committee meeting. And in fact, we took stock yesterday that what all happened, what we have implemented are the decisions made in the last steering committee, what we need to do, and what we, how we structured the deliberation today. We had Dr. Chakravarti will present as the coordinator from Amity in this mission of collaboration between Amity and also with CSIR. And we are also joined by NBRI scientists. Welcome, Dr. Vivek. Welcome, Dr. Vivek.
Thank you, Meenakshi, to make it happen. This coordinator meeting was due quite some time, but finally we are meeting as the coordinators meeting. The intention is very clear. We have been doing a lot, but that's not enough. We have to move to the next level. And that is the reason. In my first slides, and first thing which I said is, it's a shared vision for research partnership. And I've given a time period 2019 and 2023. The reason is simple. 2019, we signed the MOU, and 2023, Meenakshi is here. What we have done. But before we go to this, what we have done, I thought of putting 2 slides, and that will actually put the perspective. Many of you know Amity, but in one slide, if I have to tell what Amity is and why Amity is a formidable partner for CSIR is because of this. Sorry, this slide. 100,000 students, unthinkable as a private university in the country. 6,000 faculty, almost double the number of scientists in CSIR. 11 universities in different parts of the country with so many overseas campuses. 400 research projects being pursued, which are funded by the Government of India through a competitive grant. 900 plus patents, more than 200, because Shuklaji told me the 224th patent granted. And I remember when I was in CSIR, this was one of our hallmark. CSIR was the largest patent filer in this country. Amity is reaching closer. 2,500 and 300,000 alumni. Why I showed this is just a glimpse of what Amity is. It has grown big since 2005. And why CSIR and Amity partnership is important? Because both CSIR and Amity have also a shared vision, not India's power, national development. And that's why the vision of our honorable friend, we just heard him, exactly what he said. He is ready to get a Padma Bhushan only when his people gets it. He feels they are more important. So he says, and I can say with pride that my scientists, my researchers move with this confidence that they will do wonders and will add to the growth of the nation. And this will help making India not only a knowledge superpower, but also a general superpower. Unwritten vision for CSIR is also similar. Ultimately, national development will make India a superpower. So there is a shared vision in that respect. Now let us come back to what we have done. Major collaborating labs from CSIR side. So many bullet points, but more interestingly, I can tell you, these 12 CSIR laboratories have been partnering with Amity, and in last 5 years, 280 publications. Now, these are not smaller publications only. These are all Scopus indexed, and many of them having the impact factor of more than 6 and 7. So they are not ordinary publications. So this is the synergistic partnership. This is the synergistic alliance, which is giving us the synergistic benefit. So obviously, Amity is working in various areas, and that's why I wrote the caption, our research teams with great synergy with CSIR priorities. many of the research themes of Amity, I can find the synergy with CSIR priorities. Whether you talk about the computational biology, somebody just talked about the bioinformatics and vaccine platform. Chemistry, Dr. Monalisa is here. It's a unique chemistry which has been it is the only institute in this country where click chemistry department exists. Just one word.
Yeah, I just want to say Dr. Sengupta is here. Very good afternoon to all of you and you also. And I want to say that last time DGCSR was there and she was very happy to know that we have a Click Chemistry Institute. Why can't we come forward with the Click Chemistry combining with CRISPR-Cas9 to bring a technology for this editing which can work as molecular scissors? So we believe that if we can do this, then we can bring certainly very good milestones. I believe that.
Once I think next,
Sengupta is there. I believe that with his help, if we can think of something.
Nobody's help, ma'am. It's a very good situation for us.
No. We will do from the Click Chemistry part. Sunita ma'am is also there. We are also doing in Click Chemistry. And someone from there who can help us with the CRISPR-Cas. Then combining these two technology, we can go forward. Because the lab, which is Nature Indexed 1, Cold Spring Harbor Laboratory, CMAP is working ISA Pune. In 2022, they got a very good result in this area. And the entire world is working. Yale, then Harvard, they are all working in this area. So I believe if we can think in this area, then we can achieve several milestones. And that will be a synergistic collaboration.
Thank you. I think we will take it forward. And we hopefully by next 2 weeks' time, we will sit with Dr. Monalisa and Dr. Sumitrathan ma'am, pay a visit to IGIB if you can kindly help and connect with the people, and then they come out with the proposal in details. Will it be okay? Thank you. We're just connected. Now, if I look at from 2019, what I have written, there are 6 projects of Amity worth about 1.22 crore. Is presently going on. Who funded it? CSIR under the EMR. In addition, this to 6, there are 4 more projects which CSIR scientists and Amity scientists together submitted to the government funding agency and got those projects which are also ongoing, worth 2.53 crore. So if I add these two, I can say there are 10 projects ongoing worth more than 3.75 crore. And this is the development between the period of 2019 onwards, not prior. There are 32 projects have been submitted and awaiting approval or sanction. There are different stages. 12 projects are in the pipeline and being prepared for submission. And as Dr. Neeraj Sharma just said, 98 projects submitted to CSIR EMR by the Amity scientists, 98 projects. The results are yet to be announced. We are quite hopeful that a substantial number will be coming out as a winner. And as all mentioned, including Dr. O.P. Sinha, CFTRI, Dr. Modi, there are more than 44 internships happening. So these are all happening, but I would like to more focus on the projects because we have reached a level where we can now think of moving further. And that's why the visit of Dr. Monalisa for connecting click chemistry and CRISPR-Cas will be a new dimension on which we can work together and take forward. Sumitrathan ma'am as well. Now, what happened in the scenario of the publications? Avinash, thank you very much for preparing those slides for me. 2015 onwards, if I see, in 8 years, we have published 526 publications jointly with CSIR scientists and Amity scientists. And out of these 526, 340 is post-MOU. Post-MOU, only 4 years. 4 years giving us 340 joint publication. And that is the reason perhaps Dr. Singh is saying this is one of the successful examples of alliances between Amity and national agencies. Yes, we did 3 joint workshops. Dr. Selvamurthy was mentioning, yes, we also have 5 joint patents. So we are moving from publication to patents, and tomorrow we are going to surely fulfill the dream of Dr. Neeraj Sharma to have joint technology development projects to come up with. There are 10 plus CSIR fellows, JRFs, who are presently with Amity system. But one point I must say, you will be happy to note, more than 150 Amity faculty are actually produced at CSIR laboratories as a PhD scholar. More than 150 Amity faculty come out from the CSIR labs when they did their PhD at CSIR laboratories. So they are our true ambassadors. So the connect already exists. These people are already connected. Yes, if you can give me those examples, I would like to highlight it. Achha, LIPI was a Amity product. Okay, I was not knowing. LIPI, I remember, when I was in CSR HRDG, when we were debating on the Young Scientist Awards, LIPI was considered. And that time I remember LIPI was pregnant. So she could not come to appear for the interview. And we organized a special online selection process. So LIPI was one of the Young Scientist awardees. And I'm very happy to note now that he was an Amity product. Thank you very much, Anthony. So we had a second steering committee meeting, which Meenakshi told, 10th of January. And there, we decided many things. Founder sir has told how our DG appreciated the effort and wanted to take this forward. So there are many thrust areas which the record of discussion, if you go through deeply, actually will tell you what are the areas. And I could see CRISPR-Cas is already there, where Monalisa is thinking of connecting with click chemistry. So these are the areas where we'd like to partner. I know there is a shortage of time, so I would like to go. And these are the photographs of some of our key people. Most of them are present in this room today, who are supposed to take forward the CSR collaborations. Meenakshi, you and me could be only the facilitator, but ultimately, those will be the real foot soldiers to take it forward, to make us proud, and to make themselves also proud in the process. Yes, some of the CSR leadership had paid visit to Amity since the MOU and since the second steering committee meeting. Dr. Kannan was here. Nutan, he organized his visit, and today we are thinking of partnering with CSMCRI Bhavnagar with Dr. Nutan Kaushik, leading it from the Amity. Dr. Shashni, who was with the CSIR, went to ICAR as a director and came back to CSIR again, was also here present. Obviously, CFTRI director, Madam Dr. Sridevi was here, and with whom Dr. V.K. Modi has a very good connect, and we attend. She was also supervising one of the PhD students who will be graduate getting his PhD degree from Amity shortly. In addition to there are several connects. So what I want to convey is that there are plenty of connects exists. Internship happening, joint publications happening, patents being filed. But now, what could be the next? What could be the next? And I'm always worried when Dr. Kapil Shukla is here, because he looks for the outcome, and the outcome always believes in number. While I satisfy him with his 526 joint publication number, but I cannot convince him that how the funding agency believe on us and commits their funding when they partner with CSIR. So what is the future road ahead? Because just yesterday, Dr. Selvamurthy took a meeting with all of us. And then I tried to sum up it. Visit of CSIR, Amity team to each other facilities. Meenakshi, if you agree, let us give us some target to us that in next 6 months or 3 months time, Amity 2 team will be visiting CSR lab and 3 CSR team will be visiting Amity. This is the target for next 3 months. or something like that, if we can give that target. Meeting of domain coordinators. You have created the steering committee. Now, the steering committee members are not meeting each other. So we have to facilitate that meeting of those. Joint seminar and workshops, obviously, these are the outcome of any partnership. Joint project submission, that is the target, which Dr. Selvamurthy is not telling only, but he has been pushing us for this. And this actually makes a partnership a real success. When two partners jointly go to a third party and tell them, give us money, we will give you, deliver this. Then that is the real partnership shows. Joint PhD, joint publications are happening, will be happening more and more when we do the joint projects. So let us target joint project submission, CSIR EMR scheme for sponsored project. This is very interesting. This has not been recorded in our MOU or record of discussion. CSIR EMR and Amity has been beneficiary and looking forward to CSIR EMR support. Just now, Dr. Nuvas Sharma said about the 98 Aspire projects. We are really looking at the CSIR website whether the results has been announced or not. So if you can put a word or circulate our MOU to the CSIR EMR authorities, to Gitawani or somebody, that, and we'd like to take your channel to invite Gitabani to Amity to tell us what are the CSIR EMR opportunities for Amity. Can you help us in that? I will also put a word with Gitawani, but from your side, as the coordinator for the MOU, if you can do that, help for us. Obviously, one-to-one researchers' interaction is important. Utilize each other research facility. Yes, this is the point I think, I do not know whether it is the most appropriate platform to tell. CSIR has many facilities, Amity also has, but some of the key facilities Amity do not have, where we take the help of CSIR labs to utilize it. Shantanu mentioned some of these students get the facility. We will make a special arrangement to so that some of our faculty can use CSIR research facilities, if not free, if it has a reduced cost, or the cost which otherwise CSIR scientists pay for it, or CSIR students pay for it. If that can be arranged, I think optimal utilization of CSIR facilities, MPL, I know that Dr. Kata was telling, informally they are helping Amity in many forums, many spaces, many testing. But can we make some formal arrangements? Can you offer us this gift that if our people use your facility, then we pay the price which otherwise MPL scientists should have paid. So we should not be discriminated. We are also part of the CSIR NPL because we are tied our knot to the MOU. If that is possible, we can keep it up jointly. Obviously, Dr. Selvamurthy mentioned about our G20 SNT activity along with CSIR. Bi-monthly review meeting and then reporting to DG as well as founder president. Meenakshi, the job is on you and me. We need not have to meet physically all the time, but at least online, we can take a stock of the positions. And obviously, we talked about the compendium, CSIR Amity's journey since 2019. What we have done, where we have reached, whether it is enough, what we need to do further. And internally, in Amity, it was a great idea of Dr. Selvamurthy that we are planning to create an internal dashboard for real-time monitoring of the progress. And if you wish, we will share this data with you. So Amity is committed and looking forward to a synergistic alliance through CSIR support and guidance. Thank you very much.
No, we can listen first.
Thank you, Dr. Chakraborty, for this very detailed presentation on progress so far under the MOU. It's very gratifying, and I'm sure we can do much more. Now, I would request Dr. Shantanu to reflect on some of these suggestions, how he feels listening to all these deliberations with IGIB and with other CSIR labs, with Amity, what we can do together? Shantanu?
See, as I told you, the ultimate goal will be to, seamlessly get things done. And I can see, as I was mentioning, a lot of these have been mentioned in MOU. But if you go beyond MOU, probably there are much more things which are not mentioned. And the day when, people work seamlessly, that's the day when, you don't need a MOU. You just need friendships. You just need interactions with people. And once you are a friend, then collaboration is easy. Just a phone call. You don't need to go through CSIR. Amity scientists should not go through CSIR to come to IGIB, or IGIB doesn't need to go through Chakravarti to go to AIB or other departments. So initially it is important. Initially interactions are important. That's why this formulation of MOU was important. But I'll tell you, after 5 years, when this is probably renewed, you will see things are happening seamlessly, right? And the day when that happens, you can call this as a success. You will not need to ask Amity scientists and CSIR scientists to file joint projects. They'll automatically do it. As I was telling you, somehow IGIB has been left out in most of these, but you probably don't know Amity and IGIB has already submitted a project to ICMR a few days back. Another is being submitted. So IGIB and Amity, since Dr. Brahmachari's days, when founder president Professor Chauhan was a very close friend, so we have been interacting with Amity from that time onwards. So now it has become seamless. We don't have to go through CSIR to be. So the day when it happens, that's the day when, as was told, that the two strengths can come together and wonders will automatically happen. Right? And I look forward, CRISPR, whatever technologies that CSIR is capable of, we should be, technology is not just for 1 year. The other thing that I thought was not focused and needs to be focused more is, your PhD students, your BTech, MTech, PhD students, improving their quality. Because one way Amity can serve the society is to produce excellent manpower who can tomorrow go to industry, and industry needs quality manpower. Right? And I will tell you from my personal experience, the students, if you push them, you are capable of doing it. And we have been doing this in your Amity Institute of Biotechnology for last 4 or 5 years. Initially, I saw they were hesitant. Now, everything is fluent. I don't need to spend too much time there. But people from, if you cultivate students in a better way, a student gets training, right? If they come to, say, for example, IGIB and just want to learn mass spec or yet to do it, because they apply all these things in their thesis book, they have never, got a chance to work on it. And as Dr. Chakravarti said, Amity can, for any outsourcing, they can approach CSIR labs who can work out, every instrument needs to be maintained, you need price for that. So CSIR also can, subsidize for Amity students, right? What they charge from others, they can always subsidize that for Amity students. And that way, students get much more hands-on experience in large instruments. And I think one thing, we have all discussed projects, one thing that we need to discuss is to create quality manpower for the industry. And with so many students that you have 200,000 students, right? Even if 10% of them are becoming high quality manpower for industry, you have done your job. Thank you.
Can I add? I think I may be, re-emphasizing. I think I flagged this point regarding the usage of facilities in one of the meetings with CDRI committee, which was chaired by Dr. Murthy. Let's create something where we feel that we are able to do it because we have some things where we say that I have a preferential, at least gesture. And I think I want to draw the attention of Dr. Meenakshi Singh, because you are at the helm of the affairs. The individual lab may not be able to take this call. So you look at the headquarter level, in what way, there can be a preferential or some subsidy, not always subsidy, so that we can say we could achieve this because of MOU.
Yes.
That will strengthen the relationship between individuals. When I go there, because I'm a faculty, my student goes, I know I have a partner. I can walk through easily. I can get my time. That will stick.
So yeah, you're absolutely right. So I would actually request Meenakshi ji, if you can talk to BDMG of CSIR and see that through this MOU, some preferential treatment can be given to Amity, and similarly Amity to see to it that whenever a thing is going to be outsourced, they should ensure that it is they can only so they can only give it to CSIR and not to others. So that way, so that way, because the biggest challenge now for CSIR is to maintain the infrastructure they have created. It costs huge money. So and absolute, any instrument can only be utilized up to 50 to 75% for that lab purpose. The rest 20-25% are free, which should be used for services. And if we can use that, and if MOU can be created within this MOU, you can convince CSR BDMG to give a specialized free. Whatever it is.
Happy hour for us, so that when you are not using
That's
it in the odd hours,
this term happy hours is a very dangerous thing.
Not dangerous. It is very befitting here, because it directly conveys what do I mean by happy hours for instruments.
What it means is happy hours should be done during the happy hours.
So I want to mention also that CSIR scientists, research fellows, when they are registered for PhD, we give 62% concession. That is from the fee, tuition fee. For CSIR, we have already implemented all your PhD scholars who are registered here jointly. Under the MOU, we are giving 62% concession on their fee. That's quite considerable. This is just to information. Thank you. Now, may I now have Sanjay's view. The NPL is a very important partner. Approximately. Yeah.
We have to identify the individual. Yeah, I think for each of those things, like you now talk about terms of therapy, who is the individual in Amity who will champion their promise? We have to identify. Then we will connect with it.
And then directly connect.
Then we have to identify and they will integrate because
Yeah, let's listen to Dr. Sanjay. So ultimately the message is seamless connectivity between horizontal integration of our faculties and scientists.
Okay, thank you very much. So actually, means regarding this sophisticated instrument facility. Okay. Hello. So NPL having the one portal on NPL website, that is one NPL. So almost all the instrument is are availability there, and we are charging minimum charges, not for just like industry, for academic institute. And when Amity people will approach, we will give them preference, whatever is possible at minimum charges. Even somebody is not ready to pay, we can do that also. So that is not an issue. Money is not an issue. Means anyway, we have to get it done the work. Another thing is that anyway, we are working on different projects, doing publication, so all these things. But we have to target some means product oriented projects. We have to target some project oriented project, because Amity having a lot of expertise, a lot of manpower. Suppose we can take one product having several components. How we can connect the different means faculties from different areas on that particular product and find out one big project, okay, big program on development of certain things. We are doing means small thing, but it will not ultimately dominate the importance in the country. So we have to work on such a theme. Suppose we want to work on the hydrogen. Okay. In hydrogen, there are a lot of components. Okay. Suppose we are talking about the green hydrogen. For green hydrogen, we require renewable energy. We require electrolyte. Okay. We require the water quality. So how we can connect different people on one that particular aspect from both Amity and NPL. Okay. So we have to deliver to the country. Just not publication. See, publication up to certain limits, publication is okay for PhD student and so on. But ultimately our aim should be deliver some product to the country. And green hydrogen is one area. Mobility is one area. How we can reduce the carbon dioxide emission. Even though we are not that much emitting in the world, we are 6 to 7% globally. But lot of impact and lot of pressure of the developed country of India, we have to reduce the carbon emission. And our Honorable Prime Minister always telling by 2070, carbon neutral country. So how we can, these are the challenging problems, both CSIR and MET. So how we can able to support the country and make the mankind life easy. Okay, so these are a few areas we can find out certain things. It is not necessarily only NPL, Amity, maybe all different laboratories of CSIR come on one platform. I will work on this aspect, I will work on this aspect, I will work on this aspect. Giantly put one big project and work on that. That is my. Yeah.
When we use cation exchange membranes, we have to use platinum, which is very expensive. So that increases the cost. So when we want to decrease the cost, we are working on anion exchange membranes. So that is the field where we can collaborate, because there is one part as a polymer electrolyte and with the fuel cell, because we do not have fuel cell testing facilities at Amity, but we are preparing the membranes. So that where
I would like to add here, like I'm from Department of Mechanical Engineering. We people are using a hydrogen as a blend of petroleum and diesel. So like you know that we have to increase the efficiency of the engine and minimize the use of the petrol and diesel kind of these things. So we recently developed a small facilities where we have to blend it some percentage of hydrogen. We have some cells, hydrogen cells. Using this hydrogen, blend with petroleum and going to the engine, and it is working very fine kind of these things. So what we have achieved till now, we have to minimize the use of the petroleum less than to 30%. And we have to efficiency and power is just 2 times kind of these things. So this area we people are working. Like you are also explain about the clean energy. So like clean energy, people are using the solar energy in various aspects, and we can use this energy directly. We are not converting solar energy to one form kind of this form. So like Department of Mechanical Engineering, many faculty members, they are developing a various porous material, especially for a water desalination process. What is the advantage of this porous material? It is just like float in a water, and they have increased the surface area. The solar energy directly come to this porous surface, and it is giving the local heating. If there is evaporation is very fast, parallelly the condensation very fast. So overall efficiency of the system is enhanced. So maybe this 2 setup is already functioning in a lab. If you have a time, you can visit. Thank you.
Sunita ma'am, as you know, like NPL is working in the started working in the redox flow battery, which is analog to what flow cell is, and the program has been having 5 partners. NPL is one of the partner from CSIR. We are establishing redox flow battery testing, and if you have any component which can complement the import substitution or indigenous manufacturing, we will be happy to help you in getting it characterized, validated, and even cost estimation at our end. So you can give us. Second thing is like all the places everybody is talking about the front edge thesis, but now there is a circular economy is also coming. So whatever you are making, its disseminations, its end of life has to be addressed. from the inception point of view. So NPL is also working in that direction. We are working for plastic recycling. We were working for uh, uh, solar panel recycling as well as agricultural waste. So there are a lot of avenues which can easily translate these research into deployable solutions to the society. Like the technology which plastic we are doing, we already have to transfer 7 industrial partner. We are making roads out of it. Similarly, the solar panel, which are going to be a huge electronic waste, NPL is also working in recycling them, and they can be even used in making solar cell or making secondary solar cells, or they can be used in battery technology also. So there should be an approach towards these technologies also, which is not been reflected anywhere. So not only working in the niche areas where we are looking for the exotical science with the good number of publications and a very futuristic technology, we can easily work on those areas which can get translated into 6 to 8 months to the societal problems. That should also be looked into. Thank you
so much, because we are also working from plastic to waste to wealth. In plastics, we are using composites. We are making composites for that.
Last word is from Dr. Meenakshi. They will be visiting the lab. You can also discuss certain things when we go around. What you have already spoken, no? So they will come to your lab also.
The last word is from thank you for this opportunity. And I think finally this meeting has happened, but this meeting has lot of importance, what I see that. Because at a steering committee level, we could not discuss so many things in a closed room like this. So, and it gives a private university, but the look is like government officer. This I can say that. So, this is one thing I want to say. Of course, while submitting the projects, we have to personally, you are already connect with many scientists of the CSIR lab. In fact, collectively, you are able to present in a better way. From CSIR, I don't get this much information. Because CSIR scientists, what I came to know many things now only, they are working separately. So not through this MOU. When IGIB, when I talked to Dr. Sorry, he said IGIB do not have much connect, And you said that you have lot of connects with. So, no, he doesn't know about MOU and prior to that. So the message today's time, many things are not, possible just doing individually. So I think better if we channelize and you inform to your, director, this is the activity going on. Right now we have MOU till that this tenure is there. So I think better to streamline the activity through this, so that at CSIR level, we can also say this is the work is going on under Amity-CSIR MOU. So this is very important because many places I came to know nothing is going on. And they just send the, nil input sometimes. So finally, I think acknowledge the presence of NPL and GIB scientists. I think physically this is very much required, and it will make lot of interaction and outcome. Secondly, what Dr. Chakravarti you have presented, that 2 months meeting I think is too early. 3 months is you can have it. So no, sir, when domain expert group meeting, maybe each scientist here or whoever is working, and who are the CSIR lab working in this area, you can identify maybe 5-6 labs in that particular area if they are working. At least not 6 labs, but finally 3 labs may come closer to you and they will start doing something. So that domain identifying and what are the now areas are very important. You can identify and then start making the matchmaking with different labs. I can say that. And 3 months, of course, we can have from CSIR side meeting. Steering committee again is a separate thing that may be 6 months and all that we may be having. So again, while making the joint proposals, joint projects for the funding, because many ministries are there, I think if we just see the scope, and we can also, Amity can also see the website. I think many schemes, even now recently Ministry of Food Processing also has come out with some of the project areas. So you can also think of that submitting. And of course, we can see that, where CSR expertise is there and where Amity's expertise is there, then only that match fixing may happen. Otherwise, we have to say that what I can offer, what other person can offer. So that exclusively we have to work on that area. Then only I think joint project can happen. So with these words, sir, I again thank you very much. And joint project, maybe it will be a successful thing. But let us see, we have to do the more homework for that. And again, internship, these things are happening, and CSR, of course, can give lot of training programs now. As a Skill India part, they are doing lot of training programs. So wherever students are passed out from here, there is some gap of the knowledge in that particular area. So CSR, EMPRI lab especially, they have conveyed to me. They can even specialize, courses they can create, and they can offer those courses. So with that kind of maybe skill or joint partnership in the training, in courses, maybe dissertation, that may in future also result in the joint research project or technology development. That is actually starting point. So that also will give that, area in future. So with these words, I once again am very, very grateful for founder president to join this meeting, not physically but online. And sir, for you very, very thankful because of this is happening, of course, Dr. Chakravarti and all the Amity professors with a senior colleague here present. Thank you.
And we have Felicity. Yeah.
Dr. Meenakshi Singh, I just want to mention about what founder president had said about a mission impossible. In 2017, we were doing funded projects of about 30 crores. And then that time, Dr. Bhardwaj, who was from CSIR, Lalit Bhardwaj, that's right. So he was looking after the projects, and founder told him, I want now 10 times of these projects. So Dr. Lalit Bhardwaj said, sir, it is impossible. So founder said, okay, I will call it Mission Impossible. And he named it as Mission Impossible. And today we have more than 10 times, 300 crores worth of projects. So if we want to do a Mission Impossible with CSIR, I think we can do it. We can have these projects, whatever we have, 10 times. Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
We want to express the appreciation. ये गाड़ी पे कौन सा There's an expression of double fiction. I got it. Not speak writing, but I don't have to go to it. Dr. Khatri, see, he looks after just, where is Dr. Khatri? Just say.
I was very glad to listen to all the experiences we are having in collaboration with the CSIR Meenakshi ji. As a Dean Research of University and also as a part of FCA Deputy Director General, I'm looking for research aspects and what all promotional activities we are doing. And three things which I would like to emphasize on is definitely you had talked about the student trainings and skill program. So this is something I would personally like to see more into it, how we can involve our students and faculty for that skill training and upskillment of our faculty and capacity building in that way. Second thing is definitely in terms of joint activities more, in terms of like symposiums, workshops, etc. So definitely I will be definitely sharing those ideas.
अभी फंड ट्रांसफर
Yes.